This is a 1981 Honda Odyssey FL440. It came with an air-cooled 2-stroke pull start with a CVT transmission setup. For drivetrain, it had a gearbox to live axle with manual disc brakes and no rear suspension. For the front, it had trailing arm suspension with manual steering and no front brakes. The most iconic feature of this vehicle is the steering wheel. All hand controls keep your feet planted in the vehicle. This Odyssey has seen better days, so the customer wants a Stage 4 440cc Duramax engine installed that will almost double the output of this 2-stroke with better reliability. Check out the video linked up in the corner if you want to see the build of this engine. We have to strip this thing down and rebuild back up with all new parts from Go Power Sports, so make sure to check the links in the video description for every part used on this engine as well as the build. Okay, so we got the engine plate all mounted up. After test fitting the engine, I was afraid this bar would not be able to stay, and it turns out it will not. So we're going to actually, it just bolts up to the frame there, to the roll cage there, and it's welded to these bottom tubes of the roll cage. Now the roll cage is slid inside those bottom tubes. So what we're going to do is cut this completely off and remove it, and then we can add something later if he wants it, you know, that kind of goes around this that'll allow you to still take everything apart. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to get rid of this. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to tune in to next week where we'll finish this thing and be able to ride it. This engine should put out 30 horsepower and 40 foot-pounds of torque. Everything we've installed it on thus far has been not capable of handling that much power. Like the test cart was just crazy with this engine on it. So this will be a better platform for it. And we're using all the original hand controls and stuff. We just swapped over to hydraulic disc brakes for them in the rear. And then maybe later we can do front disc brakes on this thing, and maybe even do a swing arm to give it like a four-wheeler style suspension in the rear. But it's all to what the customer wants. We did get to keep the two-stroke off of this Odyssey, so we're going to go through it, make sure everything's good, and put it on a mini bike very soon, or maybe a small suspension go-kart, maybe a Yerf Dog or something. So let us know what you want to see that two-stroke go on, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the links in the video's description where you can find the whole build of this engine as well as everything we put on this Odyssey frame. I hope too many people don't hate us too much for, you know, taking the heartbeat of this Honda off of it, but the customer's always right. So you'll be seeing this engine on something very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out those links, and always come back to Redbeard's Garage. We love you, and God bless.